going to wait just a few more seconds and then I'll get right into this for my Leos, okay? All right, Leo, as a side note, I'm just going to sit here and say that there's some extremely heavy energy around you, and it might be time to kind of clear some of that stuff out, no matter what it is, okay? So this reading is going to be about you and the person that you are currently connecting with, dealing with, whatever. I will do you, them, and both of you. So a shared energy. So this is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement for the sign of Leo. Cross watchers, of course, you are welcome here. Take what only resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. It will not resonate for every single Leo and cross watcher out there. So keep that in mind, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. All that fun stuff. We love that stuff. All right, Leo, so let's get right into this and see what is going on in between you and your person. I will start with you first. I will pull 3 romance angels. Again, one for you, one for them, one for a shared. And then we'll get into this. There's no clarification for this. So we're just going to make it short and sweet. All right, for Leo. How does Leo feel and view this connection, please? Oh, yes. And don't forget, energies can be interchangeable. Your person could very well be your spot, and theirs could be yours. For Leo. All right, Leo, you have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. All right. Let's go to your person, see what they're thinking and feeling about this connection, about you. Okay. Oops. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So your person is feeling that strain of financial inadequacies. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. All right, let's see what's cracking for the shared energies here. If I can stop, making a mess. Okay. Chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. So you both are feeling that magnetic pull here. But then you have to ask yourself, is it enough? The answer is no. Go save that shit for your mama. Go call your mammy. Woo. All right, Leo. Let's see how you're feeling about this connection. All right, Spirit for Leo. Heather, what's cracking? Okay. One more, please. Thank you. All right, Leo. So on your side, you have the 9 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Magician here. Okay, so Sagittarius energy, Aries and Taurus energy, and Earth and Mercury energies. All right, let's see how your person is, what they got going on. Right away, 9 of Swords. Gemini energy, the Two of Swords, Libra energy, and the King of Swords. How fitting, Aquarian energy. All right. All right, let's get some shared energy on this connection, what you both are feeling about this connection together and not maybe saying here. Okie dokie. All right, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Swords here. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords, so there is probably a lot of self-sabotaging getting in between this. There is probably a lot of getting in your own way, not seeing the bigger picture, a lot of tied down to situations that are no longer serving you and really have no purpose, okay? All right, what's on the top here? Yeah, Temperance, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Leo first, okay? So things are a struggle for you right now. You are going through some things. You are feeling like you're being persistently tested here by not just the relationship, but other things that are going on around you, okay? So your faith in situations and everything is kind of starting to wane here. You are in the process of putting up boundaries, whether anybody in your energy field likes these boundaries or not. It doesn't matter. They need to come up because you're tired of struggling with everybody. You're trying, you're done with doing all of that. Either you're going to play your role or you're not going to play at all. Okay. And you're weary. You're tired, Leo. You're tired of everything going on. You are tired of things going so slow with that Knight of Pentacles energy. You are tired of putting the hard work in and not seeing any kind of change or resilience on what it is you got going on. So there's not a lot of efficiency here. And when it is, it's very slow, it's very choppy, and it's not really, and you're tired of carrying the responsibility all on your own. Okay? But you are in a magnificent place here. Even though this stuff is going on for you, Leo, you are manifesting greatness. You are manifesting bigger and better things. And there's a lot of action and creation going on right now for you, because you know that you hold the power. As above, so below. So you know that, you have the clarity of that, you have the self-confidence of that, and you're not lacking anything. Don't let anybody tell you that you're lacking anything just because they're having a bad day, okay? Your willpower is on point. You're being creative. Your skills are starting to show. And a lot of people, including this person, might be standing back saying, well, what Leo got up their sleeve now, okay? Let's move over to your person here. Your person is most certainly going through a dark night of the soul, okay? With that Nine of Swords, with that stress, that anxiety, that overthinking of situations here. The depression, the night sweats that might be happening here, the insomnia, not being able to do it, and the trauma that they probably allowed into their life all on their own. That really has nothing to do with you, Leo. And they're feeling despair. They are feeling the despair of it. They are feeling whatever it is that they need to feel here. But there is a decision, a tough one, a painful one that needs to be made here. But your person is being completely and utterly indecisive about it because they can't take the pain of whatever this decision is going to be. Whatever the decision is for you, Leo, you're going to be fine. They're not. They're not. They're never going to be okay. They're weighing their options here. And there's a lot of avoidance of situations and things that are going on in your person's life, okay? So they want to avoid, and they think the longer that they avoid the things that are going on, the easier it's going to be to not have to address and take accountability for things that they may have said or done here. Your person's in a deadlock, okay? Either way. And they're being a dick about it with this Knight of Swords, or this King of Swords coming up here. Okay, they're being a dick. They're being cold-hearted, they're being nasty, they're being cruel just because they're not feeling in their skin right now. They're being very logical and they don't know how to lead with their heart, okay? Because there's probably a lot of blocked chakra here, mostly the heart, and most probably the throat because you don't know how to speak correctly. So when you put all of that together, you know, you feel they feel like they're dignified in the way that they do things, but what they're not understanding is that truth and that accountability is going to smack them when karma starts to do its rounds, okay? And they just want to be cold and detached from the situation. But they are going through all of that dark night, that fear, that anxiety, whatever. Okay. So, and in the shared energy with that chemistry, okay, you know, you have that Seven of Pentacles coming up and it's a long-term view. This was a long-term situation, something that has been going on for quite some time here. And a lot of time has been invested in this. And there's just not been a lot of reward for the work that has had to be put in by both parties here. It's always just trying to stay on top of whatever this energy of your person is to where they're still going through the dark night of the soul. And it's just kind of the results are very lax here. You both are aware that there's some level of joy here. And there is a deep friendship that is connected here. And some level of happiness here. And like I said, I'm not clarifying any of this, but I can sit here and see with as heavy as it is for you, Leo, and as slow going as things are for you and what your person is going through, there's probably a lot of facade here over this happiness. Why is that? Because this Ten of Swords brings up painful situations between you and this person, painful endings, deep wounds, betrayals of the highest power here, and a failure of noticing that the betrayal was real and very deep rooted here. There's a feeling of defeat here for both persons involved. So even though there's that feeling of defeat and a lot of lackluster bullshit here, that chemistry is what is kind of holding it together right now. Yeah. Sounds like a good time, Leo. But the ending of certain things in this situation or whatever the case is probably inevitable. Okay. There's probably not going to be any chance of coming back with the betrayals that have been had, and things that have just been prolonged to be fixed. The damage is done. So this is a shattered connection, and it's probably not going to fix well. Okay, we'll pull some love oracles just to see what else we can add here. For Leo. Right out the gate, snake, okay? Deception, shady, temptation, and enemy here. So someone is feeling this, you know, energy of someone being a snaky snake and being very calculated here. All right. Change. Okay. So growth, metamorphosis, cycles ending, cycles starting. For a lot of you Leos and whoever it is that your partner is that you're dealing with, you could be cycling this ending and restart and ending and restart more times than probably needs to be done here. Yeah, divine timing, wrong timing, stalemate, perfect timing, waiting, always waiting. But then you get this one to finish it off here, Leo. This is a toxic relationship here. There's fighting, there's codependency, there's misunderstandings. And within all of those things, there are triggers. And you both like to trigger the other one. And, you know, you're at a crossroads here. There needs to be a choice. There's multiple options, many different ways that you can go. Many, you can fix it, you cannot. They can fix it, they cannot. I think at this point it's getting to where neither one of you really are willing to go that extra whatever, because the truth can't be said here, because someone is holding secrets entirely too deep, and they view that more important than a connection. So if you view that more important than your connection, then, you know, reconciliation is going to be quite hard to find. And that new love that you're wanting here with them or with somebody else here, it ain't coming to you. All right, Leo, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I'll see you in the next. Oh, there we go.